Hello everyone, are you ready to make some awesome cards again tonight? So we'll get everything started here, and when you join, comment and be sure and share the video. So we are going to be using a set that is from the holiday catalog. So this one has until the end of December, so you're winding down. If there's some sets in there that you want to get, be sure and get them before they're gone. So we are going to be using the bundle on page 30. So that is the Joy of Noel. So this is a bundle. So the stamp set and the die, remember you save 10% if you buy the bundle. You do need the bundle for any of the cards that I'm using that have the stamps or cutouts. There are a couple of them that some of the items will be cut out for you, and I will let you know as we get to those. So I'm going to just get everything going here. Okay, so if anybody has any questions, let me know. Okay, so first of all, we're going to get started. And we're using the white cardstock. Using my bone folder to get a nice crisp crease. So how is everybody doing with their Christmas cards? So tonight I'm going to show you some really fun cards. Hopefully you're going to really like them. So now with this piece, this is the snowflake embossing folder, the 3D one. And this piece will be embossed for you. So we're just going to layer that onto the cherry cobbler. Okay. So now for this one, let me get my paper piercing mat. These little things are all over. I was coming down my steps yesterday and I noticed one on the steps. I'm like, okay, now they're slowly making it up to the upstairs. So I'm going to use one of the stamp sets that's in there, Making Spirits Bright. So we're just going to ink that up with a memento. And put that right in the corner. Okay, just going to put some adhesive on this piece here. And I'm going to put that right up at the top. Well, not all the way, I'm leaving a little bit of space. And you want to see that it's not sticking over. Mine's actually pretty flush. So we've got that. So now for the next one, this is a stamp set that is from this stamp set. I will have a scratch piece of paper in there for you so you can stamp this, and then you will need the dies to cut that out. I have done that already. So we've got that piece there. And I see some of my little pieces these are some of the pine that are from the die we're going to be using. Get those little pieces out of there. I love my Take My Pick tool. I know when I give that as a free item, everybody just loves getting that. So now I'm actually using my Stampin' Write markers. If you have the blends, you also can use them. I'm using, this is Old Olive and Shaded Spruce are the two colors that I'm using. But like I said, you could use either or. I don't know why I grab them. Usually I grab always my blends, but so we're just going to color some of those leaves in there. Remember when you join to comment and share so I know that who's all on here, and if you have any questions, let me know. Oh, let's see here. Always I just get started, my computer always says all the updates it asks me if I want now, and it's like, oh, not now. And I'm going to kind of use these same colors throughout tonight. So and this is such a pretty stamp set, bundle I should say. How is everybody doing with their holiday or their Christmas cards? I've got to take some time and just sit down and really get at all of mine. I know I actually have somebody that always buys cards from me every year that I had seen them the other day, and they're like, his wife actually said, we got to get figuring out what cards we need for this year. So, and what I usually do is I design a couple for them, and they pick out which one they want me to make multiple ones. And so remember, if you ever do that, you need that copyright stamp on the back because you are selling them. Don't forget that. So now, just want to remind everybody that on the 7th, we are getting some new online exclusives. So be sure and check that out. Okay, so these are kind of some of the pine that I have for there. And I'm just going to put some adhesive down at the bottom here. So we're going to put one there, and then we're going to put the other one right there. So now with this piece that I colored, I am going to put some dimensionals on there. Okay, so remember that if you have a $35 order, you are going to get to make 2 of the 3 cards. So you're going to get 6 cards. But now this week, you're going to get something really extra special, and it's kind of a biggie, so you want to make sure and get that order in for $50, so you get this for free. Let me see, get my ribbon tied here. These are the pearlized effects. They are awesome. So what I'm going to do is I've got this on here. Now let me just snip. So there's actually 3 in the pack. There is the red and a black and a white. You are actually going to get all 3 for if you have a $50 order. So that is a great deal this time. Okay, so we're just gonna, so you're not gonna want to miss out on that this time. Okay, so we've got that. So now we're going to just come with our effects. And it kind of pops them up, kind of gives it a pearlized look. And it's kind of neat because you can kind of pull it around a little bit. Concentrate here. So like I said, if you have a $50 order, you are going to get the full pack of 3 of them. Plus, you are going to get to make 6 cards. 2 of each of the 3 that I'm making today. So like I said, once this dries, it stays raised and it has a little bit of glossiness to it. It pearlized. It's really pretty. And the bottles are quite big, so this will really last. I don't know if you can see how it's raised. Kind of when you put it out, it stays up. And like I said, I can kind of pull it, push it around a little bit because it is an raised effect there. And then when it dries, it's still raised. And it's pearlized. So there is your first card, and like I said, you'll want to let that set and dry a little bit. I don't know if you can kind of see how it's raised, but that's our first card. Just gonna set that up so I don't touch it. Okay, so for this next card, again, we're going to be using the basic white. Oh, I forgot I was going to check and see if anybody had answered about working on their cards. Nobody's answered, so either that must mean that you don't have your cards done, like me. Oop. Punch these little things out again. Now I'm kind of doing something, using some of the same colors to color and stuff like I did the other one, but just kind of shows you something fun you could do in your rich holiday colors. Nope, that one didn't pop out. Okay, so we're going to put our cherry cobbler onto our shaded spruce. Whoops, I must have not cut that far enough. I might have to just go cut that down a little bit. Yep, just a second. That's the one thing that is so perfect about being right here in my stamp room, because I remember the days that I used to do all those parties, and I would be not in my stamp room, always wouldn't have a cutter with me, and I would have something the wrong size. Okay, so we're just going to layer that on there. Now again, I did the same thing. I stamped this on white, and I'm just going to color this. I'm actually using the same colors that I did with the other one. So kind of showing you kind of something, it's kind of like the other one, but it's got some other neat effects. This is the shaded spruce. I love this color. This is a new color. It is so rich. You know, it's funny, as we talk about the holidays, Steve and I have talked about what we want for the holidays, something that we want. And I have, over the years, I've always asked for something that's for my stamp room. For some of you that have been to my events, you know that I have a popcorn popper. I have a chocolate fountain. What else have I gotten? But I always got stuff for here so that when I had events, we could do those fun little things. So I was trying to think, I'm like, what do I need? Okay, so we're just coloring this. Now, like I said, if you have that $50 order, you are going to get 3 of those. So you'll get the red one that I used, you'll get a white one, and you'll get a black one. So think of the other projects. I mean, even with the black right now for Halloween, you could do something really cool. And because it's pearlized and it's you know, it kind of is a dimensional, you could do something really fun with it. The white would be really cool for snow. If you have a snowman with the snow like on the ground, you could just make like the snow kind of pearlized and make it puffed up. Okay, and so then I'm going to come back with my old olive. I like these two together. One is really dark and then the other one kind of is a little bit lighter, but it still really complements. If anybody's joined us, please comment and share. Let's see if anybody has joined us. Hi, Kathy. Oops. So remember to order, go to your lisastamps.com, and then you want to make sure you use that host code, because that host code will let me know that you are getting the card kit. Otherwise, you won't get this week's card kit. And if anybody has got last week's kits, I actually think your kits are going to go out tomorrow, because I'm already done with them. I'm ahead this week. Okay, so now I took the dies, and out of our oxidized paper, I did Noel. So whoop. Okay, so I'm going to start that one right there. Then we're going to come down and get the L. I always like to do the first letter and the last letter so that I can kind of space them out a little bit. That's pretty. Very pretty. This paper is available again too, so unfortunately the All About Autumn 6x6 DSP is out again. It was in and then it went back out. Let's see. Okay, so now I'm going to take my little pine ones again. I'm going to do that one up on the top. Now these are both the same. I just cut 2 of them out. You will need the bundle to cut these out. Okay, so now I'm going to come back again. I'm going to use dimensionals. Okay, then I'm just going to come back and put this on again. Like I said, it's kind of got your same colors, but it's kind of different with the Noel in our oxidized paper. I love that paper. We did fall frames, and they were gorgeous with this paper. Like I said, I kind of can put it and I can push it around a little bit if I need to fill in or put a little bit more so I can make them a little raised. But look how big these bottles are. They're pretty good size. Whoop, I should check and see if anybody has comments because I can hear my phone is going off. About the time I would try to look at my phone, I would get this all over. Now, as we always do, I ask you what card you like best when we get all 3 cards done. So there is your second card. Let me see, just let me check. Hi Patty, hi Darcy. Whoops, my computer decided to... Okay, so here is card number 2. So don't you just love those on there? They're so pretty. Put my card away so I don't get something stuck to that. And it doesn't really take too long to dry. Okay, so for this next one, oh, I already got my bow tied. So we're just going to take, again, our basic white cardstock and fold that in half. Use our bone folder to get a nice crisp crease with that. And I have a scratch paper here. So what I wanted to kind of show you a couple things. So when you get the Noel, so let me, okay, I'm missing something here. Oh, here it is. Okay, so if we have that, here it is. So if we have the Noel, and they are all connected. So when you stamp that like that, they're all together. And if we go to our dies here, they are all together too. So basically, you just line it up like this, put it right through your die, your machine. Cuts it right out, really super easy. So you basically only have to line it up once. So look at that, just so that makes it really quick and easy to do your Noel. So now with this card also, I'm going to do something else. So this is the Countryside Corners. This is actually, we're going to be using, your piece will, you will have a piece of paper, but nothing will be stamped. I can't stamp anything for you. Everything has to be, I can do dies. So for this one here, so like I just kind of stamped it randomly. You have a piece of paper, you're going to be able to get it on there a little bit easier. I didn't really try too hard to get it on there straight. So these are all of your dies. And the neat thing about this bundle is if you take your dies and you put it right there, that will cut out all the excess on the outside, but like everything will be in the middle. Or even if you took this and did that there, that would cut out everything in the inside. So you're going to have this stitching, you're going to have that, and then this all plus be one big piece if you want to use that. So that's kind of neat how to use this. And it has all of these dies there so that you can just cut them out, any one that you want, or how many you want. I mean, you could go down and cut every single one. You would have all these little pieces in these designs. So this is, like I said, the Countryside Corners, and that is in the big catalog, and that is on page 63. So that is right there. So it is also a bundle. Now you will need the stamp set if you wanted to do like I did here, but your pieces that you would need, so like you will get this piece like this, and this piece like this. If you want the stitching on there, you would have to have that stamp set. So okay, so for this one, and I used the distressed one, the fall one, I used that on there. And like I said, that one is kind of neat because it has a really dark, deep impression. And then it has some that hardly have any marks on them, embossed marks at all. So that one is a really cool one. And this Noel, I stamped it. And cut that out. Okay, so we're going to start piecing our pieces together here. And I'm using, I should say. I was going to say, I'm doing the pop-ups. So this one's a little bit different than the other two. The other two, like I told you, were kind of in some ways pretty close with the same colors and kind of same concept. But it was kind of neat how you can get the different effects of it. So with this Noel, I am going to just put those on there. So for this one, you want it really close to the side. Just right there. And then with the L, I'm kind of just eyeballing it. So hopefully I have it pretty straight. I'm just going to kind of set my E there just to I don't think I have much room, but we'll see. Well, maybe a little bit more room than I thought I did. Well, I guess I didn't have as much room as I thought I did. Okay, so I've got that like that. So then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back again of this one. So the, oh, where did I lost that piece of paper? So the Joy of Noel is the, couldn't think of the whole name of it, is the featured bundle. So anything that needs stamped images, or see, like I'm just going there. So we've got that. So anything that you will need to have cut out with this bundle, you will need that that bundle to do that. But like these corners, countryside corners, they will be done for you. So now this is a stamp that is from, so it's right here. So we've used this. I was going to use this one, but I thought, oh, that's a lot of little piddly coloring, and I didn't want you to have to wait that long for me. So, but these would actually be kind of cool where you could put these around on your images too. So I'm just going to take this here, and I'm just stamping them all around. And so we're just going to layer that onto our red. This is real red that we're using this time. And put this onto our card base. And this one I'm going to kind of put it down a little bit. Not so it's right in the middle. But then going to take my ribbon. And I love this vanilla and gold ribbon. I actually, because it's vanilla, I still use it with white. It's just really rich. Don't you love that ribbon? So now as, oh, hi Sharon, hi Linda, hi Kim, watching at 7:30. You're funny. You're so funny. Okay, so I'm grabbing some ones that I have here already done because these are already dry. So like I said, they dry pretty quick. So these are your 3 cards. So we've got card 1, card 2, or card 3. 1, 2, or 3. So, and remember to place your orders. Go to lisastamps.com, and you must use this host code AHRB9JZD. So for going and placing a $35 order, you are going to get the supplies to make 2 of each of these. So a total of 6 cards. Remember, anything that is the featured bundle, like this Noel or these pieces here, you will need that. This Noel, you will need the bundle, but then I will cut these out for you, the countryside corners one, because those are not in the bundle. So if you have a $50 order, you are going to get these pearlized. They're awesome. And like I said, I use these on the 2 cards here. They're so pretty. I don't know if you can see how pearlized they are, but they are really pretty. And they're raised. So they just look like little berries on there. So for a $50 order, you are going to get 3 of these. So this is an awesome deal this time. So So Kathy likes 1, 3, 2. Darcy, you love them all. But Kathy said they're all great. So remember, some great ideas. And these are actually, you know, the coloring took a little bit. But if you know, it wouldn't take very long to just color them if this was a card that you wanted to make for your holiday cards. This card is really quick and easy. So, Linda, you like them all? So now I haven't used this before in a Facebook Live. So this is really a fun thing. So, and look, like I said, look how big it is. It's 1 ounce. So this is going to last you a long time. So be sure, now you have until November 3rd, so that is Friday, to get your orders in to get the card kits for these 3 cards. So does anybody have any questions? See, I'll just update it here. See if anybody has any questions. So remember to look on my site on the 7th, because there's going to be all new online exclusives come out. So there's some really cute stamp sets and papers and stuff like that coming out again. So, or if you live local to me, you can come to, I have a couple classes. My classes are kind of winding down a little bit because I'm actually kind of getting quite busy with my craft shows and stuff like that. So I've been doing them in November. So, but I do want to thank everybody for joining me here tonight. And remember, this is the Joy of Noel. This is the bundle, the featured bundle. So you get the stamp set and the dies. So really cute cards that you can make with these. There's actually, if you look in the catalog, there is like, if you go to the suite, this is a huge suite. So I want to make sure I just set them on there. I don't have my wet ones. So this one is the suite. So you get the papers, the designer papers, the ribbon, the jewels. But then this one you actually get 2 stamp sets and 2 dies. So it's kind of it's a really big one. So so this is the, like I said, the Joy of Noel, and that is on page 30. If anybody is wondering what page that was on. So really cute bundle. I had ordered it and had been waiting for it because I wanted to play with it and try some neat ideas with it. So hello, Roberta from Wyoming. Didn't Wyoming get a bunch of snow out there? I think I had asked you that. Because I know somebody else was out there and she had took a picture of her stuff, of her yard, and it was just full of snow. We had snow. It melted. Today actually could be out in a t-shirt, long sleeve. So getting all prepared before it does hit us here. So, but these are your 3 cards. Like I said, be sure and go to your lisastamps.com. Use the host code to place your order. $35 order will get you the supplies to make 2 of each of these. Then if you have that $50 order, you are going to get these pearlized effects. So, but then remember too that you have until Friday, November 3rd. No, wait. That is totally wrong when I wrote that down. Today's the 5th. Oh yeah, it is the 10th. Why does it say the 3rd here? And I knew it was the 10th. So you have till the 10th. So everybody had been saying the 3rd because that's wrote on my piece of paper here. So you have until the 10th, Friday the 10th, to place your order to get these card kits. So yes, it's the 10th you need to order by. Yeah, and I had the 10th. I wrote the 10th down on some piece of paper, but for some reason the paper here says the 3rd. So, oh, all your snow has melted already, Roberta? until the next one hits us again, right? Ugh. But, so if anybody has any questions, please reach out to me. But, and I will answer you, get back to you as soon as I can. But again, thank you for joining me. Hopefully you like the cards tonight. Really some different fun things. Love this oxidized paper. That just makes it pop out there. So, but thank you for joining me. And again, join me next Sunday at 7 for some more cards. So we're going to actually, I'm trying to think, I haven't decided yet if next week will be my wild cards or the week after. So we're going to have those coming up. Like I said, I've been doing so many craft shows and been making stuff to get for my shows and stuff like that. So it's been pretty busy. So, but again, thank you everybody for joining me, and everybody have a great night, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.